Hey everyone, this is Mike again with TD Realty, Realtor Mike with TD Realty. And hey, I'm here for another episode of Realtorish. We've been on a little hiatus. It's been a interesting couple of weeks here. One of the biggest things, highlights of the past couple of weeks was the birth of my second child, my second daughter, Amaya. Cute, beautiful, healthy. Love it. So obviously with a newborn, you have that lack of sleep, as you can see. So I have a 3-year-old and I got a 3-week-old child, and I wouldn't change anything. I love them to death. And of course, my wife, beautiful wife, taking, helping me out with that. Well, me helping her out with everything. So that's been one of my highlights there. But of course, we all know what happened last week with our winter storm here in Texas, especially hitting the DFW area pretty hard. And, for the people out there that are, still don't have any power or any water right now, I'm praying for y'all to hopefully everything turns around and we're able to get that, those situations taken care of. So, just know that, we're hoping everything works out for y'all. But that did bring me to a couple of questions, especially dealing with it personally last week. Is just really, I asked the question, is my home ready when it comes for a winter storm like that again? And one of the things me and my wife were talking about was, hey, well, we need to invest into a home generator. And this was my wife bringing that up, and I was like, I don't know about that. Whoa. And she was like, well, you saw what we went through. I was like, good point. So what does she mean by that? We came back, our power was off for about 20 hours. And, we lost a lot of perishable food and everything like that. And, obviously no one wants to just throw away food you spent money on and everything, but that's what we had to deal with. But with a lot of people out there, especially with last week, not only did they lose food, but they lost heat. They weren't, we're talking about temperature was down to even single digits. So there's not enough blankets out there that can, take care of that. You can layer up as best you can, but, cold is cold. And single degree weather is pretty cold, and just the fact that, we were having the blackouts, and some people weren't able, once the power went away, weren't able to get power at all. Of course, the water pipes bursting and people's house being flooded. So it was not a good situation for a lot of people that had to go through the winter storm. But I do ask that question, is, once again, is my house ready for a winter storm? And going back to a home generator, I do think that it is a good investment to have. So credit to my wife on that for, honestly pushing me to look into that. And that is definitely something I plan on getting. Now, of course, there's some pros and cons when it comes to getting something like a home generator. I'm going to start with the cons. So, obviously, with some generators, they're very loud. A lot of them have a motor and everything, so they're going to be making a lot of noise out there. So, obviously, a lot of people don't want to have a lot of noise, so that's definitely understandable. Another one, which is probably the biggest one here, is that some of them are a lot expensive. And rightfully so. Some of them are going to be expensive. In some cases, you can finance them, but for the most part, they could be expensive. But there's some that you may be able to find a deal on. And another thing is that sometimes it may be a little tricky to maintain if it's not installed by a professional. So those are just a few of the cons out there when it comes to getting a home generator. Now, Obviously, I started with the cons there. I'm gonna go into the pros, and there are a lot of pros when it comes to getting one. Obviously, it'll be able to help you back up if your power was to go out. Basically, you have a backup to get your power back on in your house. Your refrigerator will be running, pretty much majority of your appliances, your heater, water heater, everything pretty much be running as normal. But another one would be the fact that you don't have to worry about new home repair costs, because those things are being taken care of, because your power is not staying offline for a long period of time. And like I said, it's the peace of mind, knowing that you have backup electricity or backup power. Also saving you money when it comes to traveling. No one really wants to travel out there in if it's icy weather. You have sleet out there, snowing and everything. So this is obviously a time where you can really just stay home. You don't have to spend money for a hotel, because we all saw what kind of happened with some of the hotel prices out there. They kind of shot up pretty high. And when I mean pretty high, I'm being generous about it. It was pretty bad. Woo, it was, well, that's a whole nother conversation. But those are just really some of the benefits there. Like I said, for us, we had to throw food out and everything. People have flooded houses, water pipelines bursting and everything. So with those home generators, be able to keep that power and keep that heat running in your house. And there are different types of generators out there. Of course, you have your portable generators, and those are usually the ones that you see that you'll have to put, gasoline, or they're ran by gasoline or propane. And those are the ones that really you can just plug into your electrical panel and run from there. They don't last as long because obviously it's being ran by gasoline, but nonetheless, it is something. And then you have your standby generators. Those are the ones that you can have hooked up. I would say have a professional hook it up, but it can run on your natural gas line. Those are the ones that automatically kick in as soon as your power goes out. We're talking about maybe 20 to 30 seconds. That generator will kick in, and so you're not really skipping a beat at all. So those are the different types of generators that are out there. But like I said, those are, I would say, some of the benefits of having the home generator. It is I would say, is a long-term investment, and even with by having a generator, especially if you're a homeowner and you do plan on selling, I would use that as a very much of a highlight of your home. The fact that you're ready to go if something was to have another winter storm or another outage or anything like that. So like I said, this was a short episode of Realtor-ish. Wanted to just talk about that. Like I said, we had a winter storm last week, so that really took everybody by surprise. But if you have any questions about anything, or definitely let me know what your experiences are if you do have a home generator, or you are deciding to look into one. Let me know what your thoughts are about it. All right. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next episode.